Hi, my name is Ashley Hernandez Moncada, and I'll be sharing with you guys on what I did over my summer break. I had to juggle taking 2 classes over my summer break while still working on a full-time job. And I would say that this semester was not too overwhelming nor stressful for myself as I, managed my time and be organized going to school while still working on a full-time job. And before I would get into my story, I would like to just inform my audience who are just students that are either taking dual credit or for those who are in college that are just seeking advice on knowing how to manage their time while still working on a full-time job, or for those students who are just wanting more advice on knowing of taking classes over the summer break. And let's begin with the story. So, I would say that my summer semester of this year didn't start close to the end of the week of May and the beginning weeks of June. But this isn't the first time I've taken classes over my summer break. I've taken classes like this since last year, but learning from that experience, I knew what not to do, in which it was not knowing that summer semesters are really short. And so I only had 5-week 2-part type of semesters. So I've taken 4 classes and I failed those 3 classes out of the 4 because I wasn't attending, because I felt very overwhelmed and stressful from work because also during that time we were just in the pandemic and I didn't really have time to be able to attend those classes. So that resulted into me failing 3 classes out of the 4, which lowered my GPA really, really low, at least a 1.20. And that also resulted into me having to sign up to class probation, in which I could still apply for classes, but I got to get approved by the my advisor that I was advised for. And so but before starting this summer semester of this year, learning from those mistakes, I've planned out the classes that were really small assignments and I could tackle them at work before we started getting really busy at work. And I would just stop working on them and then just wait until I got off my shift. And once arriving to my house, I would just have a light snack and then just work on those assignments for 2 to 3 hours. And once I reached that, hours of, being in class, I would just take a small break. And then once getting out of my small break, I would just work back on those assignments before the following day. Usually the assignments were not turned in until the following week, but I just wanted to be the head of the game of passing these classes. And as I finally finished with both of these classes in my summer semester, I realized that I've only had 2 weeks left in order to enjoy my summer vacation. And what I just mainly did was just hung out with my friends. We just did a little shopping, had dinner and everything else, and also just catch up on things. And then I've also got to know my mom's close friend because she was having just a small get together at her husband's house, who had a pool, so it was a pool party. And that was really fun too because I got to know her, I got to know her husband, and then I got to know other friends that my mom knew about. And I've also went back into going to the gym because over the summer semester I kind of had stopped my diet and going out to the gym, so that one was also really relaxing too as well. Though I did not have a very enjoyable summer break, I would say most of my plans are going to happen in the following months, but due to COVID and the restrictions happening, most of my plans were thrown out to the window. But as we were going to enter to this upcoming fall semester, I finally got my grades for the semester of the summer semester, and I've passed those 2 classes with an A and a B. And I felt really proud of myself because I've took my time, managed to going to school while working on a full-time job that with all those efforts and being organized and managing my time, I felt really proud that I got in those grades. So hopefully this upcoming semester, which is taking speech, an introduction to speech communications, and then just 1 science class, that hopefully that I could put this same effort and managing my time into these 2 classes and that would also result into me getting, like, you know, hopefully better grades than the summer semester. I'm hoping to get both of them with A's. Okay, thank you guys so much for listening. You guys have a great morning. Bye!